are back. Welcome back, everyone, to EPIC47 here at the Kettering Leisure Village. It is the second qualifiers lobby. It's the second hour. We have got a bigger group of people coming your way this time. There was 2 in the first set. 2 people were ready to play at 1. Now we've got about 6 people at 2 p.m. And we've got some higher rank players in here as well. We're joining them as they're going. Maltesers in here. He got 3rd place at EPIC43, I think it was. Generally a high-ranked player. Reimu Hakare as well. Newer find for the OSU community in the UK. He placed top 8 at EPIC46.
Yeah,
and has been really showing himself well.
I really want to point out, right? Half of this lobby are not standard players.
Half of this lobby are not
main
standard players. I was going to get to that. Physics is the 3rd standard player, is a mainstay at some of these tournaments. Then we have Crom, who is ranked 20k, mainly a Taiko player, Withered Lotus, who used to be a 5-digit tournament player, who you would recognize as a Catch the Beat player. And then Spanadude as well, who is just here to have a good time.
Spanadude, top Mania player.
Top Mania player.
Transitioned to Taiko. And is now just here for good times in the
very much
standard.
an up-and-coming Taiko player.
Yes. Improved very quickly.
So there's your rundown of the lobby.
Yep.
We have 2 players right now who are holding the higher combos. The 2 high-ranking players, Malteser and Reimu Hakare. We're expecting them to do well in this pool. Now this is where you start to see players divide themselves up. We've got a rank 100 player Malteser, rank 200 player Reimu Hakare, and we've got the bars that were set by the 5 digits.
Yeah, and Umaroth choked FC on this last time, so Malteser and Reimu trying to compete against that, whether or not they can FC the map without missing it. Then Reimu does miss there, unfortunately. And that's a lot earlier than Umaroth as well, so score is probably going to be a bit lower, but still.
The Maltesers are now looking around and being like, why is nobody FCing?
Yeah.
Probably, you could probably like listen out for it at the row. But here we go. It's the same maps. It's the same lobby schedule. But here we are. New players. New skill sets. New preferences. Let's see how they do on it all. What are we expecting? What are you expecting from this, Nate? Knowing these players.
Malteser should be FCing, I think. Malteser is just one of the greater players in this tournament. Spanadude, yeah, he's here for good times, right? Physics, Reimu, well, especially Reimu. Also, you said before he's like a very big up-and-comer, right? Like
Reimu's definitely an up-and-comer in the tournament scene. So this guy was always a solo player. Very much... Oh, yes! And in the meantime, Malteser getting a 1-100 FC. Two 100s. Nice start to the lobby from him. But yeah, Reimu Hakare, the S rank, the 150, means it's a slider break that he found.
Yep.
A solo player. So what he enjoys doing is playing maps to get high positions on leaderboards. Put his name out there on the forever rankings.
And just has fun.
And just has fun with it, but now wanting to transition into tournaments. Having to get over the tournament nerves, because of course, when you're playing solo, there is no pressure. You can retry.
Yep.
You can play the map as many times as you want to try and get a good score on it. Here, there is pressure to perform. You will get one shot. Do not miss your chance.
Yeah, and I feel like especially in tournaments, there is some sort of tendency to really overthink, I suppose.
Yes.
There is something that is just a lot different when you're playing in tournaments versus playing solo. Me, for example, when I'm playing in tournaments, I tend to play a lot later than usual. I will tap later, I will just...
Okay.
Like, I don't feel nervous, it's just something I do. Maybe it's OSA problem. Maybe it's the Maltese are broken.
Well,
Maltese have delay. Who knows? But that's just something that I experience. And I wouldn't be surprised if any of these other players have some sort of, you know, whether it be shakiness or maybe bad tapping early, tapping late, inconsistencies. These are things to be expected.
It's how you respond to the pressure. The pressure of the single try. We're on to No Mod 2. This is the tapping map. The consistency in the aim displayed by Malteser. Now can we see consistency in tapping from any of these players? Cromb as a Taiko player, Spanadude as a Mania player. These guys should be able to tap this map. They should find much more comfort on this compared to the No Mod 1. We're looking at Withered Lotus as well. Someone I know you recognize as a catch player, but I know you had no idea he used to be a prolific 5-digit tournament player as well. Was very much into Standard back in the day. Coming out of retirement to have a good time in the lobby.
And I am only aware because of you. I remember you being in someone's chat and bringing up Withered Lotus, and I was like, whoa. Yeah, shocking. These are just some people like...
Oh, look at Spanner, dude, go!
Yeah, he's going off. The low accuracy, but hitting the notes like...
Oh, there we go. There's the aim requirement. And of course, there is an aim requirement in all of these maps. Partially, the difficulty comes from tapping, but there will always be an aspect of having to put your cursor over a circle to tap it, right? The harder they get, the harder the mechanics get. The more comfortable you have to be on the tapping.
We've had this discussion
to not
before,
have to worry about it.
Do you think this pool is harder than the average Epic Land pool?
No, not at all.
I think it's easier.
I think it's on the easier side.
Yes.
I think this is easier than Epic 43 and very much easier than Epic 46.
And I think that's definitely helping the lower ranked players of this tournament to be able to play the maps, right?
Yep,
but then
indeed.
Also, the bracket pool is now going to be a much bigger jump. Right?
No,
but
the bracket pool is always the same jump. So
the bracket pool is easier
too. The bracket pool is easier than the Epic 43 bracket pool. Not by much, but it is easier.
Yeah.
Just to reflect the level of play that is going on, because Epic 43 we had all of the UK top players coming. Plasma, Skia, Rudge, Mahmood, Malteser. Here we have fewer of them, but they are still relatively the same level, so the pool has dropped down ever so slightly to match that. I want to point out Crom's score. 500k on this, he's ranked 20k, he's not a tournament player, he's not even a main standard player.
I'd Spanner do it as well.
He's doing really well.
He's getting combo, and this guy I think has never even touched standard. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration, but I think he is
a rank 100k, he's a 6-digit at the very least.
Like, yeah, he barely touches standard.
This is really well done from everyone in the lobby. Like, Withered Lotus with the huge amount of rust that they're having to shake off to play in this lobby.
I was speaking to him just before this lobby as well. 4 years.
Yep, 4 years.
Last.
It's been a long time, and I wonder if it's a welcome change, like a nice little harken back to the days of old. 1 million points. We saw our first 1 mil from Malteser,
and Reimu as well.
We did.
I was going to say, we just kind of didn't talk about that. I was kind of brushed off, but both players finding FCs there. Malteser had the higher accuracy, I believe.
This is a huge improvement from last event for Malteser. I think mainly due to the lack of alcohol in his system, but we don't talk about it. We don't go there.
There's still bracket stage to worry about.
Yeah, I'd worry about it is a good way of putting it. No Mod 3.
No Mod 3.
They have there were claims that this is the easiest map in the pool, and I would agree. In all honesty, it is a bigger circle size. It is very leisurely. 6 stars, so it's a bit of a drop down in difficulty now to give you a breather after those 2 mechanics maps. Now it's just about can you hold your nerve.
See, I hate to be that person, but I would disagree. I actually think that's probably one of the harder ones.
Okay.
But that's for me from a lower rank, from a worse player perspective.
From a mechanics player perspective.
Yeah.
This is much more technical than the first 2 maps.
Yes.
The No Mod 4 is even more technical than this is.
Yep.
So it starts demanding stuff of your fundamental ability to play the game.
And I actually think Hard Luck 1's probably the easiest.
That's because you like the song.
That's because, okay, maybe. I like most of the songs.
No, that is because you like the song, and you have a huge soft spot for Kakazetsu Thanatos.
Okay. This is true. This is true. I've managed to play it so much that I've just learned the map so well. But everyone actually missing except Reimu and Malteser, and this is kind of what you expect in this lobby. Those are the 2 people to look out for.
Ooh.
Reimu does find a choke there.
Did you have to say his name?
Cast
a curse. It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Malteser now, the only FC. I think the last lobby, Umaroth and...
Oh! The reverse slider, the repeat slider. He taps it and then just lets go of his key. Bye-bye combo. He's
And
now
this is
2
what
for
we were
3.
talking
Can't
about.
go 3 for 3 now.
In the last qualifier lobby, we were mentioning how these top players, even though they can be so good at the game, they're just not going to FC every map.
Yes, it's exactly right. You cannot, feasibly, as a human being, you cannot play with so few mistakes that you FC every map in the qualifiers pool. It is possible, right? But these have to be trivial. These have to be so far below your skill level that you just find no issues playing them ever on any setup, anywhere in the world, right?
And it's that consistency, maybe the nerves, whatever it is, but, you know, we said this is one of the easier maps in the pool, so you said. And
there's no FCs in the lobby.
Yep. The highest score being 600k from Raymond. Very nice accuracy, very nice combo. 200k over Malteser.
And there we get to
feat
see
accomplished.
it was preference from those two players in the first qualifiers lobby. It was absolutely preference. Taking a double FC away with them. These guys, 2 A ranks in the lobby, 3 B ranks.
ABBA.
Abab.
The bottom row.
Abab.
Do you like ABBA?
Do we have ABBA songs? Can we play ABBA songs?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Anyways,
I do like ABBA though.
I do like ABBA.
There are some good maps. I mean, OSU being a community-led game is kind of like YouTube.
Yeah.
So it does exist. If you go looking for it, it does exist.
No mod 4.
No mod 4.
Sliders.
We're into sliders.
Yeah.
So we had a very mechanically intensive no mod 1. We had a very tapping mechanics intensive no mod 2. And there was the slower, more aim control no mod 3. Now we're into sliders. Now we're into the focus test, the smaller circles, higher overall difficulty. And that's the big standout thing, really. That's what makes this feel as hard as it does.
Do you think pattern-wise, anything else that could be tested? I don't mean CS, I don't mean AR or mods, but just patterns. Do you think the no mods cover most things?
They do cover most things. The only thing they don't cover, which really can't be covered at this star range, is accelerating and decelerating streams. In a mechanical, technical map, it's very difficult to find that sort of thing at this level of play without it being overbearing and you either hit it or you don't. Do you
mean accelerating as in like the spacing?
Yes,
or
the spacing.
Yes,
so
okay.
an accelerating and a decelerating stream talks about the spacing, not about the BPM or the tapping speed, but about the speed with which you have to aim. So the spacing slowly increasing over the space of the stream.
I mean, I know it wasn't really tested, but I think there were a few patterns similar to that in the No Mod 3, right?
Yes, but there's... and there was a slider break from Reimu there. I think Maltesers, it was fake. He managed to get away with that one. This is your great divider, though. This is the map that you will score low on. No matter if you FC it or not, you will score low on this.
Yeah, and this is actually a map that I would say looks easy. I'm not saying it is, but it just by looking at it, there isn't like too many notes. It's really just the slider accuracy that
it
very
looks
hard
easy, but it's very visually impressive.
Yes.
All of those hook sliders you have to follow, and Malteser doesn't. He fudges that one. Doesn't make it to the slider tick in time to continue holding combo and has to stare down that tiny number, 2-digit number in the bottom left of his screen.
But the accuracy too, 95% from Malteser. Still as comfortable as ever, but just, not getting that combo.
And it's happening to everyone in the lobby. The technical ability of these players being tested, the fundamental comfort on their setups. There's a slider stream, catches no one. Or at least none of the top players. Few misses found here and there. Withered Lotus struggling quite a lot on this. Not as much as Spanadude though.
This is not a map I'd expect anyone who has very little experience in Standard to be able to play.
I would agree with that one. This is such a test of how well you know the game and the game's mechanics.
Yeah, Crom is actually putting up a good fight too. I think really in this map especially, the comparison here between Crom, Withered, and Physics. All players putting up a good fight between each other here. Malteser has almost double the second highest score in this lobby. Holding onto that combo. Reimu does drop.
And
Crom's still holding on though.
It was on that buzz slider as well. It catches you unawares. If you just move too soon off it, you will miss. Maltese are doing really well. Not caught out by any of those buzz sliders. Able to hold his nerve, find his timing, hit the window.
Yeah, and suddenly now Malteser, with all that combo, his score is increasing by a lot, but there is only so much map left. There is only a limit that you can get it to.
No, but look at this. Everyone counts Malteser out. Everyone thinks this guy is just a speed player. But that's only because you don't ever get to see him play anything but speed in the higher ranked tournaments. He can do anything, and he's showing it right now. Small slip was all that happened in this map.
Oh, just under 600k. Doesn't quite make it.
That is a nice score. There's
yes.
an S rank as well. It was one slider break.
Oh,
And it was a one slider tick. You can tell because there's no 50s. It was the slider tick that he missed. Didn't follow the slider well.
But he hit the end of the slider.
And the start.
And the start.
It's the slider tick that got it.
Well, that's it for the No One Pool. Moving on to the Hiddens now. Hidden 1. What do you think? Do you think the players in this lobby
Here is the real test for Malteser. Can he play hidden? Malteser's not a hidden player. This is pretty much it. This is not it. No.
Spanner just saying that score is insane for him.
I don't know if anyone else in this lobby can play hidden either. The non-standard players, because it's such a fundamental test of your fundamentals.
Yep.
We might see them find some trouble here. Physics can play this. Reimu can play this.
Especially the Hidden 2, right?
Honestly, Malteser can play this if he locks in. If his brain switches off midway through, you're going to see him get maybe 200k, but that's fine. You can just remove that in post, you know? Yeah, you can fix it in post.
Like I said, though, Hidden 2, though. If it was just one Hidden, you could say, okay, I can suck a Hidden.
Yeah,
we ditch it, move on. But there's 2. So you need to at least be able to play a bit of Hidden.
Here we go.
If anything, if you know you're going to bomb Hidden 2, then you know you need to do good in Hidden 1.
And there you get the added pressure of what score gets removed. Usually in the qualifiers, you keep every single score.
Yep.
So there is pressure on you for every single map. With this, you could relax a little bit on at least one of them that you know is your worst map.
Mm-hmm.
You can sit back and relax on that one. They're doing well, actually, though. 150 combo and building. Nobody caught by the stacks. Maltese are gone.
Spanners is actually doing better than Withered right now. Crom.
Oh, there goes Maltese. Yeah, he's not happy with reading this. I did not put Reimu down as a hidden player. I'm not sure how he's doing this, actually. This is impressive.
And I think Crom is somewhat doing this as well, right? Like he's
outscoring physics.
Yeah. Reimu does find that miss. Now Malteser building up that combo. There is still plenty of time to take back that score lead, but he's going to need to really lock in and not find any more ugly misses.
Ooh, near miss. I saw that in his cursor. And here is where we saw the first lobby find the misses. On the stack reading, the snap afterwards is really dangerous for these players, but Malteser is hitting them. Oh, the last one! That last snap away.
And you know, we had this discussion when we were going through the pool ourselves. This is a map where all the sliders, you're kind of paying less attention to them. You really want to focus on the slider heads on a lot of these patterns more than the entire body itself.
Yeah, exactly. It's much more a visual flourish, those sliders on this map. You don't have to follow them. There is a little bit of slider leniency. There is a follow radius. You don't have to follow it exactly.
Maltese are finding quite a few misses towards the end there. Not going to be able to beat out Reimu.
This, I think, the first map in the lobby he hasn't top scored.
And it's hidden.
And it's hidden.
So, we have hidden too.
Now we get hidden too. Now here's the interesting part, because I was talking about the first two players, Umaroth and Wiggler, being 5-digit tournament players. There is a scene divided between those two, these tiers, the 5 digits, the 4 digits. Malteser used to be a prolific 4-digit tournament player. He would keep his rank low, he would expand his skill set out wide instead of tall, and he would be able to play anything in a map wall. And here comes Hidden 2. He used to be good at this. He used to be able to play this sort of thing.
This is just the one that I am so scared of. Like, me and for the players, I know that you know that there are people that could just do this, and you yourself could probably do this. Like, ARA is nothing. But just from an experience of people who haven't played the game much or haven't played Hidden much, AR8 is a low number.
It's surprisingly low. When it's a scale of 1 to 10, 8 being low is quite scary, and there are definite ramifications for the rest of the range of approach rates that are selectable. And that's why we keep it at 8, because that's all we really need to do. That's as far as we need to go, you know what I mean?
I know this is outside of the scope of EPIC, but how far does OWC go? How low down?
It really does depend on what they're doing. So there are 2 ways to make a reading quote-unquote map harder in Hidden. Is to make the approach rate lower, or is to make the mechanics more difficult. And a lot of the time, they choose to make the mechanics more difficult. For no reason.
Okay.
And I take issue with that.
Yeah.
It would be more interesting to make the reading harder, to make the approach rate lower.
Do they go... Sorry, go on.
It would be more... It's more difficult as a skill set reading-wise than it is to be a high-rank player, have good mechanics, and then be able to tech into slightly lower approach rate.
Yeah.
Which at that point is slightly lower approach rate.
Do they ever go down to AR7?
No, not really. They tried it at some point.
8's like the standard.
But 8 is industry standard, as it might be called. Tournament standard.
Yeah. So if you're familiar with tournaments, AR8 should be fine. But like I said, just for people who haven't, and from my own experience, AR8 very scary. So
AR8 is very scary. If you're not used to it, it is way too slow for you to play because it is off the beaten path.
I am concerned for at least half the players in this lobby.
No, with Withered Lotus being an ex-tournament player, he could do this. Physics has a lot of tenure in community tournaments as well. He could play this. Let's get Crumb on the right map, shall we? The other thing about this is there is a lot of symmetry in this map. There are a lot of patterns that repeat themselves. They all follow the rhythm of the music. Oh, okay, well, Withered Lotus has not practiced this, I fear. Yeah, Reimu.
Like physics.
So here is where it gets interesting, because this is so off the beaten path that you don't play this sort of thing in solo. And for a general solo player like Reimu, this is not what he's used to at all. He's not used to slowing down, being patient with his movement. He's used to seeing circle, click the circle.
As myself.
You are on a C-circle diet.
I am.
And here is where I was saying, Malteser can play this. Malteser, if he taps into his primal being, he can play this. Does find a miss there, but is doing relatively well on this for his own professed skill level. Cromb is doing well.
Yeah,
Second in the lobby, almost hits that stream, cannot quite lock it out.
Yeah, 4 players in this lobby sitting at around 70% accuracy.
Oh, the
Cromb
C-ranks!
82.
The C-ranks! Look away! Look away!
It's a hard map. ARA is low. And I think it would be fine if the patterns weren't so stiff, I think is a good word for it.
That's an interesting way of putting it, because the patterns being more predictable do mean that you have more information to go off when you're reading them, right? You're not reacting as much. You're not having to take as much information in at one time.
With AR8 will always be a challenge.
Yeah. It's telling.
Malteser and Reimu hit the... Oh, Crumb too! I missed that, actually.
Wow!
Crumb hits the ending. Has the highest combo in the lobby on the ending.
Shame his accuracy isn't better.
Look, the score actually outscores Reimu. Second highest score in the lobby.
That's impressive. That's very impressive. In my book.
And I will say, I don't know if it's the same case for you, but unexpected. Crumb is talented.
I think the thing is, it's going to take one person to FC this to undo all of the hard work that everyone has put in on this map.
Oh, yeah.
With the whole thing of removing the lowest scoring qualifiers comparative to the maximum score on the map. It might just be a case of one person's score counting on AR8. The Hidden 2 might have one person who gets listed.
Hidden 2 it's the type of map, though, if you are good at it, you, I feel, would have a good advantage.
You have a huge advantage because it's present in every map pool. And it means that if the opponent isn't as good as you are,
free point.
It's a free point. Or it's a free ban. They have to ban it.
Oh, yeah, because no protects.
No protects.
Yeah.
You can't protect any maps from being banned. They're just gone. They're not in the pool anymore.
There is a lot of discussion behind protects. People say it's like pointless. Some people say like it's great.
I hate them. What's the point of a protect? Because in a game like this, in a rhythm game, you protect the map you are going to win on, right? So why would you not leave your protect for the last pick to pick the last map and win on match point?
Yeah.
And then everything just gets more boring. You know what I mean? If you win a break point, if you're a point up, if you get to match point first, you pick your protect and you win.
Yeah. I think this is maybe like the wrong time to go into like a deeper discussion, but like probably one of the pros is like I was thinking
you do get more skill set representation.
So it's more like if you want to grind a map, right, and then your opponent bans it, all that time's wasted.
But then there's the gambit you run, right? Have you ground the map to beat your opponent on it, or have you ground the map to force your opponent to ban it and leave open another map that you're good at, right?
And that's why being good at many things is
exactly, and that's why in a 1v1 tournament setting, being a wide player instead of a tall player is so much more preferred. If you're good at one thing, it gets banned out against you, and then you struggle.
Being a wide player
Being a wide player.
Being a wide player. Not a fat joke.
No. Having a wide skill set.
Yep. Maltese are actually missing early, by the way.
Yeah, we weren't.
I'm just gonna say
the
intro. There is just an awkward pairing.
I mean, you are also going from AR8 straight to AR10.
Yeah. And like all these maps are back to back, consecutive. You need to perform on every single map.
You get no rest. You get no time to recuperate, get yourself ready for the next skill set. You're just fired straight into it. So the other thing about tournaments, and especially in bracket stage, you have to be so versatile. You have to be able to change up while you're playing in an instant, pretty much. It's a huge advantage to be able to go straight from one skill set to another with no prep time. And of course, the other thing is, if you try hard on an AR8 map, here is what you get. You get the slight jitters on Hard Rock when the approach rate goes up and the circles get smaller. Reimu, does find out.
Right,
he missed before I said it. Okay, he missed before I said it.
I would argue he missed as you said it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that still was not that was not me. But he may be taking it a little bit easier, using a little bit less of his mental power on the AR8, and able to relax into the Hard Rock a little bit better.
Reimu, though, like regardless of that miss, right? Irregardless of it, still a player to look out for in the bracket stage. Maltese are finding another miss at the end of that section, actually. This is not... I know you said about him being a speed player and known for that, right? But this is not a map that I would expect him to be finding many misses on.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Reimu's very locked in right now.
Look at
As is Physics and Crumb, yeah.
The standout player in this lobby so far for me has been Crumb. He has been scoring so far and away above where I was expecting him to be scoring that I have to give the MVP of this lobby to him. So far, we have 3 more maps to go. It might change.
We're giving MVP not based on score, but based on personality.
No, but he did make stickers for everyone.
He did.
It was so sweet of him. He compiled all the information. He forgot to put the cut lines on the vinyl, so he had to sit there for 3 hours and cut them all out himself. And he's also performing so far above where I think a lot of people would have placed him. 250, 260k on that. 6 misses.
You know what's crazy?
That's good.
There's 6 people in this lobby, and we're not seeing over 1 mil per team.
This is interesting as well. Yeah, good point.
The Hard Rock one is not...
You know, it doesn't matter too much. It's a qualifiers.
Yeah.
Everyone's playing individually to score as high as they can.
The Hard Rock 2, though.
I think it was 600k for Reimu, 450 for Malteser. So those are some good scores. Now onto Hard Rock 2.
Higher CS.
Watch out for the table shake. The table shake can get you. These circles are tiny.
What do you mean table shake?
The table shake.
As in, like, the table literally shaking?
Yeah, it can shake you off a note.
I didn't even think about that.
Especially when the circles are this small.
Yeah, but surely these are the players that are causing the table shake.
Who knows? Who knows?
If there's someone next to you, like playing Mania, oh man.
Tactical table. We have seen that before. Honestly, I have seen people hit circles they should have missed because their cursor jitters slightly, which is very funny. If you catch it, it's very funny.
Yeah, and I mean, even talking about things that can catch you off that's like unrelated to the game itself, but the physical world. Hovering, like the EPIC47 right? Hovering with that pen, you can see just how jittery it is.
So there are a few different ways of playing the game. You can play mouse, which is easy. You glide your mouse around. You can play tablet, which is also easy. You move your pen around. But there are a few different ways of moving the pen around on the tablet because you don't have to touch the tablet. So you can hover your pen, and a lot of players choose to do this for the extra bit of agility, but what you get in agility, you lose in stability. Which is why a lot of people, their aim looks incredibly shaky when they're playing. It's just because they're not touching their pen down on their tablet. For a skill set like this, you need the stability. A lot of people will choose to drag their tablet pen.
And especially nerves as well. Nerves, while playing with a hover playstyle, much more visible.
Definitely.
Physics actually trying his best to match the Malteser and Reimu here in the intro. And I think as well, with the screens being smaller, the circles do look a lot smaller than...
It starts looking terrifying, doesn't it?
Alright, here we go.
It's still all nice and visible. You can still see the exact path the cursors are taking. These combos are starting to build. Physics drops his.
Malteser and Reimu.
What was the combo in the last lobby? It was 814, right? Oh, Malteser down at 480.
Okay, Reimu, the only FC of the first half of the map, also knows it. I'm going to say it again, Reimu, player to look out for in the bracket stage.
Yeah,
like, this
absolutely.
Is scary.
We talk about investment in the future. I think Reimu has a bright future ahead of him if he continues to push himself in tournaments. And there's the shake, there's the nerves, the pressure starting to hit. He says he aims like a 6-digit when he's under pressure. We're not seeing that here.
The shake is so visible in Reimu, though.
Oh,
very clear.
It's so snappy. The aim is starting to become off time, and there it goes. There's the miss.
But it's so late, though. You've got most of the score out of the map that you need. Try to get to 700k, and that's a good enough score.
There's Spanner Dude playing tic-tac-toe. Does not want to play this skill set. Giving up on this skill set. Did he just lose tic-tac-toe against himself? I thought that game was solved. I thought it was impossible to lose that game now.
It is solved, but maybe he was playing as crosses, and he won. He just wanted to win against himself.
But if you win against just 737 for Reimu, gets a great score out of that, actually. Physics as well, picking up his skill off the floor where it was.
Entering the DT pool. DT1, map that people, I would say, definitely will struggle on.
This is not for the players who don't play standard. You have to be comfortable with reacting to things and trusting your muscle memory on a map that's this fast. It's going to be fun to watch.
Tic-tac-toe. Yeah, that's something I've never seen before. I've never seen anyone play tic-tac-toe in Osu Smoke. That's a new one. When are we going to be playing chess?
You know, I did that once.
Using smoke.
Not using smoke, but in the middle of a tournament, we started playing a chess game, me and my opponent. I'm not even kidding.
Was it 1v1 tournament?
Yeah, it was a 1v1 tournament. We just started playing a chess game.
Wow.
Because why not?
That's just how casual it is.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It definitely wasn't at a late stage. Definitely. No, no, no.
Was it very clear who the winner was going to be anyways?
No, actually.
No, okay. So you both still had to like try to beat one another.
We were just having a good time with it.
Yeah.
So, DT1, the map speeds
EOS.
up. The circles get bigger again.
Crom was playing the wrong map. Crom, what are you doing?
We love client glitches.
Yes. Osu's a great game.
With no, perfectly balanced game with no exploits.
Yes.
Here it is. Here's the high approach rate. The slow slider catches Withered Lotus.
This is the map we'd expect Malteser to do well on, right?
Yes, you would expect it. But he has been starting to lose a little bit of performance, even, over the course of this lobby.
But this is the time to bring it back up. I mean, he's still 99.3% in the first quarter, whereas Rabe just finds that miss, but still hovering around that 96%.
Withered Lotus is not happy with his skill set.
It's the AR.
It's the
Definitely
AR.
You can see it
and
in the
it's
aiming
the
late.
4 years of rust that's been built up. The reaction time, the look-do latency gone away.
I know what it is. He's not realized Gamma exists yet.
Oh my god, I'm not last, says Spanner Dude, not realizing Withered Lotus isn't even playing the map. But we allow it. We allow it.
Once Wither turns on 2.0 Gamma, that's it. He's not gonna FC the rest. Like,
oh, Maltese is gone. Oh, in the slow section.
And again, what's he doing?
Either someone made him laugh, or he got jump scared by one of the CS teams winning a round.
Yes, LAN event. It's not just Osu here. We got 4 different tournaments going on. Very competitive. Everyone's screaming constantly. So
as well as a full stage schedule. So there's lots of background noise. There's lots of stuff going on around the LAN hall.
Malteser finding another miss again at the slower section. This guy hits all the speed sections.
600k and overtaken by Reimu. Into the ending. The couple of FCs at the start, they're going to do him a lot of good in the seeding.
Malteser had really good accuracy, though. 5 100s. Reimu with the S rank, not the FC, though. Keeping it very competitive. I mean, Reimu's been top scoring all these maps.
Reimu's been doing really well in the back half of this lobby. Finding his comfort now. Kind of realizing that actually, we're just playing a game. Oh, grip issues.
My pen feels like water.
Right.
Well, this is it. Last map.
Last DT map. 2.5 minutes stands between these guys and a trip to the bar. Because they're done after this. They have seeded into bracket or not done quite well enough to make it.
And I guess if you are Malteser or Reimu, right? Like, say, I don't know who would be seeding higher currently.
Ooh,
but
it would be really close between the two of them. Thinking about the 2 FCs Malteser got at the start, right?
Yeah.
And the 600k on the slider map. Those are good scores. They could carry a lot of weight when it
Reimu
comes
with
to
the
the
S
final
ranks
seeding.
in the final few maps too.
It comes down to this. It does. It comes down to this. DT2. And this, both players can play this. The tapping does not challenge them in the slightest. It's just the nerves and the comfort.
What I'm getting at is, if both players know they're going to qualify, and both players are playing to win, ultimately seed isn't going to be the game changer.
No.
If you're playing to win, as long as you qualify, is the bare minimum.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. You have to beat everyone in the bracket regardless.
Yes.
Or you have to beat the people who beat the other people. So, you know, you have to be the best.
Which obviously, as tournaments work, you being the lowest seed puts you against the highest seed in the very first match.
The thing about that, though, is if you do manage to get lowest seed versus highest seed and beat the highest seed, you basically inherit their seeding. You become the favorite to win because you've already beat the person who is, by qualifiers, the best player in the tournament.
And your second match is against a much worse opponent than you would do.
And
well,
it's on the same pool. Oh, Malteser, that's tapping issues. That wasn't even grip issues. What happened there, buddy?
Physics with the never mind.
Now that was Casticus. He missed after you said his name that time. Crom doing really well on this, being a multi-mode player.
Oh, Reimu on the doubles.
Reimu now gone.
Yeah, those doubles are tricky.
They are. They're the defining feature of this map. You have to be able to keep your stamina on the longer streams, but the doubles, you got to be ready for them. And it's got to be relaxed enough, not fatigued.
A lot of this game is just people underestimate it.
Yes.
You know, it's like, yeah, circle, click circle, easy. But like the amount of precision it takes, first of all, the aim, and tapping. Like those doubles, they might look very straightforward, but actually needing to tap those and kind of balance out your tapping with those gaps in the middle.
It is actual physical ability as well, right? Oh, Malteser! Why are we missing? Oh. No, because chill on his grip issues, man. Leave him alone, man.
Reimu has a chance here to take the score lead. Depends if the accuracy can go back up or not, which
physics
does
down.
drop a lot of 100s.
Look at Crom. 174k. He might be in with a shot of qualifying. Depending on how everyone else does on this pool, and we have a lot of good players still yet to play, he still might be in with a shot.
But then again, there is still 4 more lobbies after this. Currently, there still might be more lobbies. But as of now, we have 4 more lobbies after this one. And we've probably seen 4 people who have done better than Crom so far. So that would leave 11 other spaces.
I would... does Physics place higher than Crom in that? We've seen the entire lobby now. Reimu, yet again, top scoring. The back half was his playground. Malteser doing well enough to get by. He's definitely in bracket. There's no way this guy's not in bracket.
And Reimu.
Now the speculation comes for Crom and Physics. Spanner Dude, Withered Lotus, thank you so much for playing. It's looking doomed for you guys, but there were some good scores in there.
Hope you had your fun.
Hope you had your fun.
Yep. I mean, at least Spanner Dude did, right? Playing tic-tac-toe in the middle of the map.
No, that looked awesome.
Bros,
how do you lose tic-tac-toe to yourself? Like, I don't get it. It's a solved game, dude. It's a solved game.
But that's the second lobby. We have seen some very good performances already from a multitude of players. 2 lobbies out of 6. As I said, as of now, there may be more still to come. But we have some bangers coming up.
We have some bangers coming up. The 3 o'clock lobby, we have Mo and Luna playing. And then we get a huge one. Maple Flower, Damash, MMI, Stormer, Baz. We've got a big lobby coming.
And I'm excited for it.
I'm excited for it.
I am excited for it. But until then, it is currently 2:45. So we'll see you in 50 minutes.